Welcome to Brandermill Local Radio. This is what's happening in Chesterfield for the week of December 10th, 2024. So, those county meetings, they can feel a little bit disconnected from our lives here in Brandermill. But the Chesterfield Board of Supervisors and the school board just had a meeting with state lawmakers. And guess what was a big topic?
Workforce development.
Yeah.
It's really interesting to see how they're connecting attracting new businesses to Chesterfield with the school system's role in getting students ready for those jobs.
So what does that mean for us in Brandermill? I mean, are we going to see new companies opening up nearby? Are there going to be changes in the school curriculum?
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to watch and see how those discussions actually become something real and how they could change the future of Brandermill.
Yeah. Speaking of the future, let's give a shout out to some local talent that's making a splash on the national stage.
Oh, you mean the Virginia State University Trojan Explosion Marching Band. They were just named the nation's top Division II HBCU band for the second year in a row. And they're going to Atlanta to compete for the national championship on December 13th. It's amazing to think about all the hard work and dedication that goes into reaching that level.
Yeah, you wonder, could one of those talented musicians be from Brandermill? Or maybe even, a future graduate of one of our high schools.
Exactly.
Now, let's switch gears to something a little more practical, especially since the days are getting shorter and darker.
You're talking about safety, right?
Yeah.
And I bet you're about to mention that the Chesterfield County Public Library is giving away safety vests.
Oh, you know me so well. It's a great idea, especially for those of us who like to go for walks or bike rides around Brandermill in the evening. Staying visible is so important during the winter, and a safety vest can really make a difference.
Absolutely. It's such a simple thing, but it can really help prevent accidents.
And, while we're talking about opportunities, there's a great one that could really help some of the bright young minds in Brandermill.
The Leadership for the 21st Century Scholarship Program. 5 high school seniors are going to get $2,500 scholarships. What a fantastic way to help them with their education.
Absolutely.
It's great to see programs that invest in our young people and help them become future leaders.
Exactly. And speaking of opportunities, why not get into the holiday spirit with a really unique event? The CarMax Tacky Light Run is happening on December 14th near Midlothian Mines Park. Have you ever seen this?
No, tell me about it.
It's amazing. It's like a whole bunch of runners, all decked out in flashing lights, running through a neighborhood with these crazy decorated houses.
It sounds hilarious. What a fun way to get some exercise and enjoy the holidays.
Yeah, it's a perfect mix of fitness, fun, and holiday cheer. And for those who prefer a more relaxed way to enjoy the lights, Chesterfield County has this really cool tool.
You mean their interactive map of holiday light displays? It's such a clever idea. You can plan your own light tour.
Right. You can map out your route and find all the best displays without driving around aimlessly. So, we were just talking about community spirit, and there's a really heartwarming story about a Chesterfield County employee that I saw.
Oh, you're talking about Gary Morissette, Chesterfield County's longest-serving employee.
Yes.
He just celebrated 50 years of service, and get this, on Thanksgiving Day.
That's incredible. It really makes you appreciate all the people who work hard behind the scenes to keep our county running smoothly. 50 years is a huge commitment. And, with winter on the way, it's important to stay safe and informed, and there's a great resource for that every Brandermill resident should know about.
Chesterfield Alert, the county's emergency notification system.
Exactly. It can give you real peace of mind, especially during winter storms. Knowing that you'll get alerts sent straight to your phone can make all the difference.
Definitely. It's such an important tool for staying safe and prepared.
Now, for anyone who's interested in what goes on behind the scenes at Chesterfield Fire and EMS, you should check out the latest episode of the Chesterfield Behind the Mic podcast.
Oh, yeah. They're interviewing veteran firefighter Bobby Trimmer.
Yes.
It's a great chance to learn more about the dedication and challenges of our first responders.
And it's always interesting to hear about the people who work so hard to keep our community safe. Speaking of community, did you hear about that awesome event they had at Ecoff Elementary School?
Oh, yeah, the reading rally.
Yeah.
With Malcolm Mitchell, the former Super Bowl champion who writes children's books. I can only imagine how excited those kids were to meet a real football star who also loves reading.
It's a great way to get them excited about reading and learning. I bet they'll never forget meeting Mitchell and getting a copy of his book, The Magician's Hat. And Metoaka High School just organized this great event called The Big Event, a whole day dedicated to community service.
Yeah, and the students really went all out. They cleaned and weeded courtyards and gardens, not just at their own high school, but also at Metoaka Elementary. It's so great to see young people taking the initiative and giving back to their community.
Yeah, it's really inspiring to see that kind of kindness and responsibility. Gives you hope for the future. And for anyone out there who's maybe looking to use their skills and experience to help Chesterfield County, did you know they're hiring?
Oh, yeah. They have a lot of different job openings, both in government and in the school system.
It's a great opportunity for anyone who wants a job that really makes a difference in our community. And have you ever thought about checking out the Chesterfield County Speakers Bureau?
That's a great resource.
Yeah.
They have experts on all sorts of topics who can speak to community groups and organizations. So whether you're interested in emergency preparedness or senior resources or anything else related to the county, there's a speaker who can give you more information.
It's a great way to stay informed and connected with our local government. Now, for all the animal lovers out there, let's head over to Chesterfield County Animal Services, where there's a furry friend waiting for a forever home.
Oh, yeah. His name is Hot Chocolate.
Yeah.
He's a 1-year-old lab mix who's got tons of energy. They say he's a little smaller than most labs, so he might be perfect for someone who wants a slightly less rambunctious companion.
If anyone out there is interested in giving Hot Chocolate a loving home, you can contact Chesterfield County Animal Services to learn more about him. And before we finish up, let's go back to one of the most important things you can do as a Brander Mill resident.
Signing up for Chesterfield Alert, the county's emergency notification system.
Yeah, it's the best way to stay informed and prepared for anything.
It really is all about staying safe and being ready for anything.
Exactly. And speaking of being ready, how about we end with a look at the weather for the rest of the week? What can we expect?
Well, it looks like a pretty typical December week here in Brander Mill. Mostly sunny days with highs in the mid-40s and lows down in the upper 20s.
Brr. We'll need our jackets and scarves.
Definitely. And, we don't expect any big snow or rain, but there's always a chance, especially towards the weekend. So be sure to check the forecast before heading out, especially if you're traveling.
Good advice. Thanks for joining me on this week's deep dive into Chesterfield.
It's been a pleasure. Until next time, Brander Mill. Stay warm, stay safe, and stay informed.